This video is brought to you by Bordeaux's Butt Paste. You've been sitting at your computer all day long playing Magic, and I know that ass is getting hot, sweaty, and chafed. And now you got yourself an ass fire. That's why you need
Bordeaux's Butt Paste.
If you're sick of show and tell, I have the perfect deck for you. This is a Meddling Mage control deck, and if you haven't played with Meddling Mage before, it's a pretty sweet card. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you choose a non-land card name. Spells with the chosen names can't be cast. So, you play it, name show and tell. Most show and tell decks don't have creature removal. I mean, some play Fatal Push, but most in Best of One don't. And if Meddling Mage isn't good enough to get the job done, we're playing 2 Vexing Baubles. We have 4 mana drains. We have a Test of Talent, Spell Pierce, plenty of ways to counter the show and tell deck. I do think this deck's a little weak to energy-based decks, so we did put in some Divine Purge, a couple Supreme Verdicts, but against other combo decks, this deck is really good. I'm a pretty avid show and tell player in Best of One right now, and I do play against a ton of mirrors, so I wanted to see if I could really punish the show and tell decks. I think we have some really sweet games, so check it out. I mean, I guess this is a good hand. I don't really know what a good hand looks like with this deck, but I have some lands. I can stifle them. So we'll keep. Alright, don't crack that fetch, please. Alright. We're gonna get them with the stifle here. Feels good. We're off to a good start. Skip your turn. Hope you got another land. And I bet you anything, they crack this one right away. Alright. Are we playing against show and tell? I think we are. So next turn we'll just play Meddling Mage, naming show and tell. I do have Brainstorm in my deck, so maybe I don't have to crack these fetches just yet. Show and tell. Here we go. A lot of pretty much all show and tell decks, well, at least in Best of One, don't play removal spells. So I'm interested to see how they get around this. Alright, and we can flip Tamiyo here too. But they did just Demonic Tutor, so maybe they found an answer for it. I guess we can Tamiyo. Play a Brainstorm. Probably don't need Leyline at this point. And I probably don't want this land. I mean, I really don't want these 2 lands. I am working my way toward, I guess, the Solitude, maybe. Alright, we'll just put these back.
I'd love to hear stories from your home. Think before you act.
Alright, they Demonic Tutored, so how do they deal with the Meddling Mage? They're playing Fatal Push? No way. No way. Alright. This is what our deck was made to beat. Who plays show and tell with Fatal Push? I wonder if that's just like a one of. Surgical on a dig through time probably isn't terrible. What is this deck? This is the weirdest show and tell deck I've ever seen. That's fine. We still have Vexing Bauble. And we have a Brainstorm and a Stifle. So probably just get back Brainstorm, see if I can find a Bauble.
I highly recommend this book.
Or a Mana Drain, that's good. I'll keep another Mana Drain.
Use your words.
I might just flash in Solitude next turn. Actually, I probably should have played this Leyline of Sanctity. Well, maybe not. I mean, I have to hold up Mana Drain, but I mean, I don't know if they're running Thoughtseize. They could be playing Veil of Summer too. I'm just gonna play the Solitude, get some damage going. They are at 8. So I feel like we could end this game relatively quick, and there's a Bauble. I don't think I need to sack my Tamiyo to get back a Brainstorm. Let's see what happens if I play this, actually. Yep. They dealt with the Meddling Mage, but then we had the Bauble. GG's. Oh man, imagine if they're playing Show and Tell. If they're playing Show and Tell again, this is going to be very great for us. We'll hold up the Stifle. I don't need to play the Bauble just yet. But if they crack a fetch land here, which they have, we can get them. I think I'm going to play the Bauble now because I want to use the Stifle for this Polluted Delta. I don't really plan on holding up a Mana Drain here. After we Stifle this, we'll hold up the Mana Drain. Now this is where they crack it, out of frustration. This looks like it's going to be Show and Tell, though. Be very surprised if it's not. Can't Thoughtseize me. These Solitudes are slightly awkward because if we evoke it, the Bauble will counter it. But I don't think we need these right now. We needed to draw land, actually, but yeah, that works as a land. Another hate card for Omniscience. So a lot of these Show and Tell decks don't have ways to deal with artifacts. Maybe they're playing Boseiju. But a lot of these decks don't play Boseiju. I've had it in my Show and Tell deck. I've taken it out, re-added it. then get frustrated by having like an awkward Beside You hand, so it can be good, but it can also be very bad. I mean, they could still put in, like, Atraxa. I mean, I could just play a Solitude if they played Atraxa. I probably should have done that, huh? Damn it. Alright, we'll see what happens. So I don't care about Omniscience. I'm just curious if they have a way to deal with this Bauble. And maybe they do in their sideboard with they get Mastermind's Acquisition. Okay. So I got a Surgical. I could Surgical, take all the show and tells. I think they would hate that. Oh wait, no, it cost 0! It cost 0! Oh well. It costs 0 because I paid 2 life. Sure, we'll do this again. I don't know how they can deal with Vexing Bauble. We already countered one of our own spells. I guess a Thoughtseize is kind of annoying if I didn't have Leyline of Sanctity, but what can they really do here? They have to find a Beside You. Alright, we're not going to do that again. Alright, we're chilling. Maybe I'll find a Meddling Mage. So I guess they have another Atraxa. So that's their 4th and final show and tell. So I think I am just going to mana drain this one. Okay, they have the Veil. Let them decide what they get first. I don't think they'll have another way to play Atraxa, right? Because of the white mana? I mean, I guess they can... I don't know. I don't know how they win this game. Go ahead and swords that thing. Well, that's gotta feel like game over, right? Maybe, maybe not. All right, give me a Meddling Mage. If I get Meddling Mage, what do I even name? I I guess if they have white mana, we could be in trouble. Okay, they could get another show and tell with this Sanctuary. So what does that mean? Means they're going to get this Atraxa back. Alright, so we just need to find 1 swords. That's their last Atraxa. We just need 1 swords, 1 more Solitude. Remember, we can't evoke Solitude either from the Bauble, unless we sack the Bauble. They have a mana drain. That's a problem, actually. Why'd they have to have a mana drain? Where's step 1? We found the swords. My only chance is, like, if they sack this fetch land, we can get them. Since they brainstormed. Oh, man, if they sack this fetch land, that's very bad for them. Let's see if they hold up the mana drain or sack the fetch land. Sack it. Oh, they did it. That was a mistake. Unless you have something else. I don't know what it could be. That's huge. Alright. How do you win now? I guess they could mastermind acquisition. And maybe there's something good in their sideboard. I'm not really sure what the win con is now. I mean, mastermind acquisition. Maybe find an artifact hate in the sideboard, another Mystic Sanctuary to put Mastermind back on top of their library. But then we could surgical that thing. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out exactly. Just trying to think of my opponent's outs. I mean, I play Artifact Hate in my sideboard for show and tell. There's a good chance they only have 1 other Mystic Sanctuary, though. You love to see all 4 Atraxas exiled. And I still have this, like, if they blow up the Bauble, I still have the surgical. Mana drain's good too. Although I know they're running mana drains now, and they have 1 in their hand. Here we go. They're about to dig through time. They have 18 cards left. They're at 18, and we have 2 attackers. They're dead in 3 turns. There's the Beseiju. They found it. So now it's like decision-making time for us. Drew Swords. So 4 show and tells in the graveyard. They don't have... They don't have Atraxas. They still have Acquisition. So I'm thinking if I need to use Surgical here. While they're tapped out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I might just go ahead and Surgical and take Omniscience maybe. Alright, so they have 2 mana drains in their hand. I don't think there's anything else that can... It's just going to come down to what they can get with Acquisition. I mean, they can go get Approach, but they need Omniscience to cast it unless they have... we didn't even... Let's see if they had white mana. They didn't have white mana in their deck, right? Okay, what does Show and Tell do for you, though? You don't have Omniscience. You don't have Atraxa. What do you Show and Tell? I'm excited to see what this is. What the hell is this? When Scholar of the Ages enters the battlefield, return up to 2 target instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so you can get Mastermind and I don't know, whatever else you want. I would assume this is just like a blocker. There's Meddling Mage. Let's Swords this. Alright, tell me this has to be the lock. I will name Mastermind's Acquisition. And then we can mana drain their mana drain. Alright, how do you beat this? Demonic Tutor. Can look at like 12 cards. You can spin your wheels all you want. We took everything good out of your deck. Let me Meddling Mage again. Alright, GG's. Alright, this hand looks good. Please tell me you're playing Show and Tell again. I love playing Show and Tell. Hello, welcome to pain. You know what? I should have sacked this right away. In case they sack theirs in response to my sack. I am going to stifle that, though. Maybe they have reanimate here. What can I do? Of course, reanimates. Man. Really wish I would have cracked that fetch land right away with the Stifle. I think we just pass here, though. I want to Brainstorm plus fetch. Then if they have, like, more removal, I can kind of... I think the Brainstorm will be good. It's like I am playing right into a Bowmaster. I don't know if I want the Meddling Mage or not. I could Meddling Mage reanimate. They probably have removal for it. Actually, might put back a Mana Drain. Now they saw the Stifle, they're really going to play around it, I'm sure. Yeah, that would have been good a while ago. Probably just hold up Mana Drain, then Swords this Grief. I guess they could sack, Bloodstain. Yeah, so they probably have a reanimate, which will Mana Drain. Imagine having the Stifle here. And now we can play Teferi, which feels really good. Against a discard deck.
I know. Let's skip to the good part.
I'm interested to see how they can deal with Teferi. Okay, well that's a pretty clean answer. Damn, that Mana Drain would have been really good the turn before. What else is going to be in their deck? I might just say Reanimate. Even though they already played two, I feel like maybe that's the biggest threat right now. Guess they could have a Shieldred. Sure. I guess they can Seek. Alright, we're both pretty much playing off the top of our decks now. I don't know if I want a Meddling Mage. Seek a non-lane card. Maybe I take it. I mean, it's not a land. I still think I'm probably going to name Reanimate. I could name, like, Shieldred. I assume Shieldred's in this deck. That will get mana drained. Oh, I should have named the ring. I didn't think about the ring. Can I have a do-over with my mage? Huh, we called it. Alright, we're probably dead to Shieldred unless we find... Pretty much just have to find Solitude. Why didn't they attack? Why wouldn't they attack? Well, let's just take the rings out of your deck. You have a Dark Ritual. Troll... Grief, Shieldred. Bowmasters, of course, and okay. Oh no, I didn't take it out the graveyard! It probably doesn't matter. Perfect, a Brainstorm with Shieldred out. Alright, give me that Solitude off the rip. I have to block here. Yeah, we really F that up. Alright, we're dead. Wait a second. Why didn't they just kill my mage and then just kill me? I'm at 5. That would have been lethal. Alright, well, let me help you out here. There's the swords I needed. Good game. Alright. This is not the matchup we want. A one lander, but we do have 2 brainstorms. I'll mulligan this. Okay, I'll keep it. Probably put back a Teferi, maybe. Oh, both ley lines. Okay, we're playing against Belcher. I assume it's Belcher, so they have to deal with this ley line first. I'm not sure how they do that. I would love to find my mana drains in this matchup. I know a lot of Belcher decks do play Enchantment Hate. You pretty much have to, I think, in best of 1, because there's so many Leylines of Sanctities in best of 1. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Brainstorm. Spell Pierce is good. Probably won't need these swords. Bauble, sure. Can't target me. Well, let's at least get rid of that other swords and get an archive. I would take another land, I guess. Just work my way toward this Teferi, I guess. I mean, I really do want to find mana drains. Try to find another land. Stifle's pretty good. Probably don't need... Well, Solitude does let us... I mean, is an attacker to finish this game, but I'll get rid of one. They're reading their own Leyline. They know they have to deal with mine somehow. Get another archive. Man, I think I keep Tamiyo. Even though it's not a land for Teferi. We'll play this Tamiyo. I feel like I'm in an okay spot.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating story.
Demonic Tutor, sure. And if they don't go get Enchantment Hate, I don't know what they're doing. I want to find another land. Damn it. Well, we can still stifle the... We could still stifle. It's not over yet. They're going to Dark Ritual and play the Belcher with plenty of mana. Okay, or they just beseech. The Belcher. So I'm gonna let them activate this one and Stifle. Okay. Man, I wish I had another land here, because then I could... I could play the Meddling Mage so they don't play another one on me. Oh, my cat. Yeah, we could be in trouble here, actually. Maybe I have to Surgical a Beseech. Okay. How many other ways do they have to deal with enchantments? All right. I guess I still have Spell Pierce. So if they find Belcher, I can just... Well, man, maybe I shouldn't have used the... Maybe I shouldn't have used the Surgical, because I could have Spell Pierced this and then Surgical that Belcher. But, I mean, I still have Meddling Mage, so there is that. And a Stifle.
You know what?
Alright, so this is where it gets sweet, my friend. Goblin Charbelcher. Let's go ahead and flip Tamiyo, even though she's gonna be pretty much worthless. Sweet. Found a mana drain.
I'll aid you. Violence is not the answer.
I can't play my Solitude now, I guess, but it's fine. I have a mana drain. This is just a 3/3, so sure. I don't know how they can win from there. Alright, GG's.
Hey guys, Siege Rhino here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.